Welcome to day 3 of our training on how to get started with Empower Network. Yesterday we talked about the audios in the inner circle, and today we're going to talk about actually creating a blog. Now, if you went through the 8 steps in the Fast Start series, then you already have entered your first blog, which is excellent. Congratulations to you. This is just a brief reminder of how to get into there. Currently, I am on the home page for Welcome to Empower Network. As you can see, it's empowernetwork.com. It'll land you directly on login.php. Now, I have my username and password saved because I'm the only one who uses this computer. If you have the same situation where you are, go ahead and save your username and password. But if you share it with anybody, I would suggest, just for security, to not have it saved locally. And you'll be able to do that when you log in. There should be a pop-up box that says, do you want to save this for future use? Once you type in your username and password, click on Login and Start Blogging. This will take you into the Empower Network back office. As you can see, this is the back office here. Now, to get to your actual blog, you want to go up to any one of these 3 tabs, and inside of this tab is another Login and Start Blogging button. Click that one. It will take you to the back end of your public blog. Takes you to the dashboard. Now, you've already been in here once because you did post the first time. If you hover over posts, you'll see all posts or add new. You can create categories or tags. You can also create categories or tags on the add new page. So we'll go ahead and click on add new. Okay, on this page here, we're going to be able to enter the title of your blog. This is going to be the body of your blog, all the information. You'll be able to add media, which means that you can add images, you can add video. It's very, very handy. But what you want to do here is verify that you've got the kitchen sink open. Okay, that's what this button is here. Okay, so it's show hide kitchen sink. If you only have one row of buttons here, go ahead and click it once to get that second row of buttons. Once you've done this, it will always open the editor in this fashion so that you can see all those buttons. And this gives you the ability to do underlining, alignments, change the text colors and stuff like that. And with this kitchen sink, if it's closed, you may not know that you can do that. So you want to come into here and you want to start typing in your blog. Something simple, something easy. We're just testing out the system, showing you how it's working. Anytime you click on publish, you can always delete as well. Now, you don't want to get used to deleting stuff because once you start blogging, you want to make sure that information is out there, even if it is painful to read in the future. Maybe the way you wrote it, maybe what you wrote about isn't all that awesome. It's still content. It's still information that somebody out there might find interesting and want to read. So here's the place where we enter in the title. This is where we would describe what is inside of the body of your blog. It's the big text that shows up at the top of the page for the blog entry. Make sure you use the big words that people would search for in the search engines. For instance, if your blog is about internet marketing, or let's say it's about how to get started in internet marketing, well, you would type in how to get started in internet marketing. Maybe you want to put in there something else that somebody might want to type in, like a brief blogger's guide to the mysterious marketing process. Now I'm reading over this, a brief blogger's guide to the, a brief blogger's guide to this mysterious marketing process. To me, that reads a little bit better. It reads natural, but you've got some things that may be typed into a search engine. Started, internet marketing, bloggers, marketing, process. Okay, so your chances of coming up higher in the listings will be higher. Obviously, this is just off the cuff. You could tell by my talking while I was typing that I didn't exactly plan this out. This is more of a off the cuff. Once you've got your information in there, you've got your blog written. If you want to add a image, you can just click on Add Media. I've got a few pictures in here already. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to upload a file. You can click one of these. Let's say you want to pick the brain, and you click Insert into Post. That's how you would add the image to your posting. But you can also choose Upload Files. You get this window here. It says Drop Files Anywhere to Upload. So if you had the ability to drag the image already, you could drop them here, or you can just click on Select Files. I happen to be a cigar lover, so I'm going to open up a cigar picture. As you can see, it's processing. It has loaded. I'm going to remove that one, leave this one. So I'm going to insert this into Post. I could add a caption here. I do not suggest using captions. On the main page that shows a listing of all your possible blogs, a caption comes through looking like this. Blah, blah. A friend of mine showed this to me that my post was showing HTML code, which was interesting because I didn't have any HTML code in there for that particular process. But I went back to the posting list and saw this, and I realized I had to remove it. So I don't suggest putting a caption underneath your images using this process, but I do suggest using things like alt text to describe what's in there. In this spot, it's Scotch and Cigar. Down here, if you want to be able to set it up as a link or change the size of the image, then insert into Post. And there it is. Now, if you want to move it around, you just click it and drag it. You may not be able to see this, but the cursor is moving down the text until I get to the point where I want to let go, and I've let go now, and here it is here. Now, if you want to change it, let's say we had a bunch of text over here. Okay, see how it's filling up the page there? But it starts at the bottom. So if you wanted just to wrap all the way around, you click the image, you click the little landscape that's over here. As you hover over it, it says Edit Image, and click on that. This is going to pull up how it's going to look. You see where it says None, Left, Center, Right? You can click Left, and all the text went straight up to the top. Now you can also go in here and do things like advanced settings. I'll let you peruse through those later, be able to get some information on your own there. But suffice it to say, this is a good tool to learn. But with one click, we're able to make it so that the text goes up to the top. When it comes back around the side here again, it'll wrap all the way to the left and give it this nice little gutter around it. Okay, so this is how you get this part done, writing the post itself. When you move down to here, you can save the draft. Wait for a second for this to reload. You can preview. See, it opened a new tab, and it's going to show you what this will look like on your actual site. See how we have this big name here, and then you have all the text here, and that's how it's going to look once it's published. Now, there's one more thing we want to do over here. We want to take a look at the categories. Now, in this case, we were talking about internet marketing. That would be Empower Network. If you wanted to add a new category called internet marketing, just click this little button here that says Add New Category. Internet marketing. You can choose whether it's underneath of a category or if it's a parent category, and just click on Add. The page over here will refresh. You now have your internet marketing. It's pre-selected because they are assuming since you added it here, you want it attached to this. Tags. This is kind of important for your search engine to come in, read your page, know what it's all about. These tags will say this particular post is a higher value of these concepts. So you would type in things like internet marketing, right? As you hit enter, it'll show down here in the listing. You can click add instead of enter, it'll do the same thing, or you can write an entire string separated with commas. Okay? And here's your featured image. Now you're done. You want to click on publish. Wait a few minutes for this to redo. Now up here you've got a nice little window or a navigation bar that lets you do some things in the back end. This one here, under the name of your site, visit site, will allow you to open the site the way that the client will see it, just like we saw with preview. And this is how it looks. This is the page here, your main page. Okay, this is my first blog. Click here to continue. It shows all the listings all the way down. This is the page I was mentioning earlier. Had the caption because it was the first piece of text on the page under the image. It won't show the image here, but it would show the words caption and then across. And that's why I had to take it out of my previous post myself, and why I'm cautioning you to do the same. Clicking on click to continue pulls up the full page, the full text. You see where the tags would all show up under here. And that is basically how to get a new blog onto the internet. Thank you very much.